Previously, on Divorce Court.
My husband refuses to respect me, and he puts everyone in front of me, especially his mother. I had to go to court because you and the ex conspired to tell lies and have a warrant served to me for something that I didn't do.
Court is back in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
So we're back with Mr. and Mrs. Garrett. Let's continue.
When he was in college getting his education, I was at home with the younger family member. I didn't finish or further my education as he did. I'm not afforded the opportunities he is to make these large numbers, salaries.
Okay.
So my job doesn't pay me as much. Now, there have been times that I have mismanaged my money. I will admit that. There were times I have bought lottery. I've done things that were
But not
last on the totem pole.
Yeah.
Correct, I can admit that. But as far as the gas, yes, I made an arrangement to pay it. Because unlike him, I didn't have the money to say, okay, do this, and do that.
It's one bill.
Okay, how could you not have enough money just to pay the gas bill? I mean, even if your job was $8 an hour, you can pay the gas bill with that.
When he gave the responsibility to me, the bill was not at zero. So I made an arrangement to pay it. It was gonna come out of the account. I was supposed to pay it, but I didn't pay. I paid it a day later than what I should have paid.
So you
it.
made the arrangement after 5 months?
It was not 5 months behind.
How many months was behind?
It wasn't 5.
Okay, but it was months.
But you got a whole other person living in the house, raising up bills too. You say I mismanage stuff and I do stuff.
If you do,
and that other
go
person,
ahead.
Excuse me, that other person that was in the house raising bills was paying to stay there, and the money was missing most of the time, and I can recall the money kept getting missing, and I can recall a conversation with her after it recently happened, saying something about a water bill had to be paid, and I looked at her, because I wasn't going to give up anything else.
I never asked you for anything, not your opinion, your presence, or money. So I wasn't asking you for anything that day. I go to work every day.
You took Mrs. Garrett.
You asked to borrow money from me 3 months ago. You had to send home to your mother. I gave you $250. You gave me half of the money back on your payday Friday and told me we family. Okay.
Not true. Right. And when your mother passed...
Oh, that's not true? That is not true.
No.
Really, Kim?
I gave you every
dime.
All
this money going back and forth, but I can't pay these bills.
Why is she there? Why is she there?
But Brenda, you keep saying, I give money, you're taking my money turns up missing. Where do you get money from? What is your source of income?
I am retired. That was my source of income. And the reason why I could not afford to live independently is because I had some other issues going on. And I had to wait until I could live independently.
Because nobody else likes her.
But there have been times when I opened up my door when Kim did not have a job. And the part she's talking about, she was home with the younger sibling. Yes, that is very true. And I'm trying to recall, I think he was in daycare, but I happened to get off work early one day to come home, and my door is locked with a chain. And I'm trying to figure out what in the world is going on. So when she finally opened the door, she goes back and sits on the couch with a pillow in front of her, and my son's best friend is in the bathroom. And he's in the bathroom like 20 minutes or so.
That's a damn lie.
Now, Kim, let's watch our language. We were talking about money,
sorry,
Brenda. We were talking about money, Brenda. First you said you retired. Now you're talking about you had a job. What was your consistent economic contribution to the home? How much? Give me a number. I gave him around $100 a month. I gave him $20 a month. What did you do?
It was $450 a month out of $700.
You gave them $450 a month out of $700. What, for rent?
Yes.
I'm not quite sure I
So she
understand.
gave me the $450 for living there. That's when she first started living there. After that, when we moved to the new house, after I kicked her out the first time, when she came back, that's when she had to pay $550 because she had to get insurance for her car, so I just added her to my insurance.
Right,
so she just made up that extra capital for that.
But was she consistent about paying the $450 and then later the $550?
No, she was not. There'd been months where, I can't pay it this month, Jacoby, but I get you next month. Or there'd be months where, I can give you half and give you the other half this month. What happened here with her is I found out she had payday loans, over like $2,000 worth of them, which is why she could never pay me consistently because she was paying these payday loans. And what I do as a good son, I pay them all for her. I pay all them payday loans off for her.
Well, what were you doing, Brenda? You were living in a house. You had a set amount of money. They were helping you out economically. What you getting payday loans for?
That was before. That was when I was working. That was before I lost my job, I got the payday loans.
And you let it run for like 2 years. You paying these payday loans.
I got the payday loans maybe in 2011 or 2012.
Okay.
Well, and it was a large amount.
Okay, we're getting into the details of money. I want to ask the underlying question to you, Brenda, which is this. Do you not like your son's wife, and would you have preferred he stayed with his ex?
My wife went through the phone, and come to find out, my mother was discussing what's going on in our house to my ex. I can't recall what I saw, but what I can say is this particular ex told me they was having lunch.
All of this lunch stuff, I don't know anything about.
I'd have been lied to by the best. Nothing you said out here makes any sense.
I can't really, it's not that I don't like her. I don't like the way she manipulates. I don't like the way she controls. I don't like the way that she always tells him that it's me, that I'm doing things wrong.
Well, what is she manipulating and controlling? Give me an example of something that she's done. She's given a lot of examples of stuff you've done, but you're just generally telling me she does stuff, but never say what it is. What is it?
Going through my phone. Going through my phone and, my private information and accusing me of talking to the ex.
So that wasn't an accusation. That wasn't an accusation. That actually happened. That's why she got kicked out of the house.
Tell me that story.
So my wife went through the phone, and come to find out, my mother was discussing what's going on in our house to my ex. And why would you do that? Why would you betray your son? And I would have never known if she didn't tell me.
How did you find out she was betraying the confidences of your home with his ex?
I'm getting hang-up calls at my job, just things that are suspicious. And where we live, I moved there, and I only had him and his mother as family. So there's no motivation for these things to be happening. Things with my vehicle, there was no reason. And of course, I would hate to think that, but I got to protect myself. And when I looked through the phone, of course it was. They've been having lunch, talking about me, all this other stuff. I mean, things that somebody who's living in your home wouldn't have the gumption to talk about with somebody else. When
she looked through, we're going to concede that she looked through the phone. When she looked through the phone, did she see messages between you and the ex, which demonstrated that you had an ongoing relationship with the ex?
The only message that I can recall, the phone was off. The bill had not been paid. The only message that I really recall was that the ex had said something about there was some contact to befriend her through Facebook, and she did not trust it. That's the only thing I can recall.
Garrett, did you see the phone?
Yes, he did.
Did you see the messages?
I saw the phone.
What did you see?
I can't recall what I saw, but what I can say is this particular ex told me they was having lunch. And she told me, why's your mother telling me what's going on at your house? Like, do you have your house in order? Like, why are you asking me this? What happened? She said, well, I be having lunch with your mom, and she just be telling me all this stuff.
That Mrs.
I never had.
Dude, don't sit here and lie.
No, Judge, I met her on one occasion at
So you didn't have
Applebee's,
lunch with her?
and that was late in the afternoon. All of this lunch stuff, I don't know anything about.
To have her do what she do and betray me so much, like, that hurts. I just can't do anything with her anymore. That's dead.
Do you believe that she has irreparably harmed your relationship with your wife?
Yes.
If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms, and for exclusive content, go to Apple TV. I've been lied to by the best. I used to send people to jail for a living. Didn't nobody ever tell me the truth. Nothing you've said out here makes any sense. Your own son, your own flesh and blood has come out here and told nothing but the truth, no matter what it was, and you don't even credit him with being the truthful guy that he is.
Judge, I'm not discrediting my son. You know, when he paid off the payday loans, I acknowledged that and I thanked him. But you know, all this other stuff about lunch, I don't know anything about that.
It's like
You just
all my
said you
life.
went to Applebee's with her. You just said you went to
That was in the
Applebee's.
afternoon. That was in the afternoon, Judge. All this other stuff about going lunch daily, I don't know anything
Nobody
about
said
that.
daily. Nobody said daily, Brenda. Brenda, oh, don't ever play poker. Don't ever try a con game, because you do not have it together. Mr. Garrett, what do you think currently today is the problem in your marriage, and is it fixable? And what do you need to do with and about your mother?
I kind of just distanced myself from my mother. I decided once she did what she did with the younger family, my child, I had to be a father before I be her son. And I chose that, and that hurt. That woman's the only family I got. I mean, we got family, but I don't talk to them. I don't deal with them, man. So to have her do what she do and betray me so much, like, that hurts. So I just can't do anything with her anymore. That's dead.
Do you believe that she has irreparably harmed your relationship with your wife?
Yes. I don't. She and I, we can't have a conversation about the thermostat without arguing. Just because I'll say, did you turn the thermostat up? She'll say, no, I didn't turn it up. I say, it's cold. But why you say it to me like that? And then we'll just spiral off into an argument just because all this latent things that's happened between us and outside individuals. Just, I would like it to be better. I really don't think it's ever going to be better.
Mrs. Garrett, same question to you. Do you think that your mother-in-law has irreparably harmed your relationship with your husband?
I know she has. To hear him say that that's the only family that he has is insulting, because I gave up everything I know to be his family, accepted every piece of family that you have, even her, and dealt with it and stuck by your side. If that's not family, then I don't know what is.
Mrs. Garrett, let me ask you this. If we could just poof Mom out the picture, do you think you have an opportunity to revive the relationship with him? Or is there something happening between the two of you that's ongoing that you find impossible to live with?
My husband wants to be forgiven for things that he's done, but he holds on to everything.
Stop. Tell me what things he wants to be forgiven for.
For putting her first, for putting the ex first, for being disrespectful to me. I mean, things that he's done over the course of our relationship. I've made mistakes too, but I don't bring them up all the time. I'm not holding a grudge and just ready to throw it at you the minute that you make me mad.
Well, what things does he throw in your face the moment you make him mad?
The time you lost the money for the grocery, the time I was outside and you playing lottery in the store.
But it keeps happening. That's the problem that you don't see.
Okay.
Just like the last time we had an argument, you specifically said, I took money out of your bank account just to get your attention. Why would you do that? Knowing I gotta pay bills, knowing that the child's birthday was 4 days away.
May I respond, please?
Please.
Okay, so in this situation,
Talk to me.
his mother should have been out of our home. So he tells me that she has 30 days before she has to leave. Mind you, if he and I get in an argument, I have to go immediately.
That's incorrect.
So I don't know why she's so special or he feels compelled to extend that grace to her and not me. He tells me, I mentioned something about the dogs and his mother being ignorant because that's how I felt. She was walking around the home knowing that all this bad stuff was in the air and she's looking at me. She's like, she owned the place, like, I run this. It was insulting and it was disrespectful. So I mentioned that to him and he defended her. And I said, you know what? I can't do this. He didn't tell me to leave, but he knew what to say to make me want to leave.
Can I leave?
She had me help her put the bags in the car, then drove to take the money out to come back and say she did
Do you
it.
want to leave, Mrs. Garrett? Brenda, you want to go? Is that what you said?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you go anyway. Thank you very much for coming. And we appreciate your participation. Thank you very much. What did you want to say? And tell me about the $2,000 you want me to give you from her.
The $2,000, our mortgage is pretty much that amount. And this is not the first or the second time where her actions have led me to not pay the mortgage, trying to help her.
Are you still in the house together?
I just came back maybe 2 weeks ago, yes.
Okay. All right. If y'all can find $2,000 somewhere because she ain't got it, go to $2,000 and go get some marriage counseling. There's nothing that has happened here that was not instigated by your mother, and you have taken your mother's disrespect and you have hurt each other with it. I think you're a good dude. I think you're a good woman. Keep mama out. Don't let mama win. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
So tell me how you're feeling now after speaking with the judge today.
I feel like she understood very well what I've endured for quite some time regarding.
We all understand to getting your mom on the line there. What do you think happens now moving forward? Will we remove mom from the situation? I know it's tough for you, but how are you feeling now?
I mean, mom's already removed. I truly didn't know it was that bad between the two. And
Do you want to make this work?
yeah, I love this woman.
What's your response to that?
I love you too.
Well, we're all rooting for you guys, okay? We wish you the best. All right? Good luck.